Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to all of you for today's session. Students, just let me know whether you people can hear me well. Can you hear me? You can respond me here, please. Can you hear me? Good. Now, so students, since this is the first day of the lecture and the session, first day of the session, and we will be starting in a while. I'm just waiting and helping some students who are actually in the queue. So I'll be waiting just a few minutes, maximum 2 to 3 minutes, then I'll be starting today's lecture. Okay, so just hold on. Okay, and thank you for your patience. So we'll be starting lecture in 2 minutes. All right, students. Let me introduce myself, Hamzah Siddiq, and teaching ACCA F8 Audit and Assurance subject since last 13 years. And now it is around 13 years I've been teaching this subject. And you know that this subject, in addition to this, what I teach F9 Financial Management, Advanced Audit and Assurance, and Advanced Financial Management. So 4 subjects currently I am teaching here live in the live classes. So students, let us go through. Have you been able to, I think this lecture plan is not available to you yet. It will be uploaded by latest by today on the website, and you will be able to find that now. So this is the lecture plan which I have scheduled for you people for F8. Okay, before I proceed, I just want you to introduce yourself, everyone. I want you to open your mic, your name, you are working or not, and it is your first attempt, first time you are studying FA audit, or you have studied before as well from somewhere else. So three things again: your name, your you know that whether you are studying affiliate, first time audit and assurance, and whether you are working or not working. So I just need to know, please, one by one. Let us start in the alphabetic order. So Bibi Nabiha, yes, please. Open your mic and introduce yourself.
Okay, so good morning. My name is Bibi Nabiha Junu, and currently I'm a third-year student at the University of Mauritius. And
Okay, good.
in my second year, I had a module called Auditing Practices and Principles. But
Right.
concerning to ACCA, this is the first time that I will be doing F8. Yeah,
Okay, good.
that's it.
Right. Thank you, Nabiha. Yes, Devish. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrongly. You know, that might be my unintentional mistake. Devish. Yes, please. Or Devish. Yes, please. Would you like to introduce yourself? Okay, right. Don't have mic. Okay, right. Okay, right. Thank you, dear. Yes, Fateh, yes, Fateh Mahmood Ihsan. Yes, dear.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
My name is Hamzah Academy. It's my first time doing A. I'm currently not working.
Not working. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Hima. Yes, Hima.
Hello, sir. I'm Hema
Hello.
Hagoyan.
Yes,
I'm actually working at Accenture as collection specialist,
right,
and this
right.
is the second time I'm doing FA.
Okay.
And
Right,
I'm also
right.
following the course BSc Finance and Taxation at the University of Mauritius,
All
and it's
right.
my last year.
Okay. Thank you, dear Hema.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Keshav. Yes, Keshav. Guniz, I think. I'm sorry if I pronounced wrong. Yes.
Hello, sir. My name.
Hello.
I'm not working. I'm not currently working,
Right.
and it's my first time studying F8 and first time
Okay.
in Hamzah Academy also.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Keshav, the other Keshav, the second one. Yes, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
This is
dear.
my first time studying Audit and Assurance, and I'm not currently working.
Okay, right. Yes, Noshin.
Good morning. My name is
Good morning.
Nausheen, and I'm currently working in an audit company. This is my first time where I'm doing audit and assurance paper.
Right. Yes, Samia.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This Samya Guma. This is my second time doing audit paper, and it's my last paper of level 2. My second
Okay.
time is Hamzah Academy.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I was thinking that I think I know you a bit. You
Yeah,
know, the
last year
name.
for F9 paper I did last year.
Oh, okay. Right. Yes, Sandeep. Yes, dear Sandeep. Sandeep, I think there is a problem. Anyways, okay. So let us proceed further. So students, let me share with you my iPad screen, and we can proceed the discussion on the subject. Yes, students. Now, so this is the lecture plan in front of you people. You may not have received it, but it will be uploaded today itself maximum. Okay, so the subject audit and assurance, a wonderful subject. I must say the subject is a conceptual subject, which requires you to have conceptual clarity. And I think you people have received these notes volume 1. They are available on the website. How many of you have been able to download these notes? How many of you? Notes? Yes, please. Okay, one person. Yes. Other people have been able to download notes volume 1?
No, sir.
Okay, they are available where you click the link to join class. You just click that. Not being able to download means not been able to. Okay. What about others? Just check it, please. Volume 1 will be there. It will be there. You just can go there and it will be there. Anyways, okay, come here. So, students, now, the point is, the subject, audit and assurance. Yes. Just a minute, please. Right. So here we are. Here we are. There are some words from examiner. An examiner is introducing the examiner. This is what I believe. So the examiner says that the students must have a good understanding of auditing process and must be able to apply that. You see here. So we can draw two things. That the first thing is knowledge. The first thing is knowledge. Yes. The second thing is application. So knowledge and application of knowledge. So knowledge itself is not sufficient. But what does it mean? Knowledge becomes the base. The first comes the knowledge and then application of that knowledge. That is required. And you must be able to apply that. And I normally say to students that there are three things. Come here to the, yes. Oh my God, just a minute, please. Here it is. You see here, the first thing is knowledge. The second is application of knowledge to scenarios. And the third is demonstration of the, what happened? Oh, just a minute. Demonstration of the knowledge, application demonstration. Demonstration means it is related to answer drafting in exam. One thing is that I know what the subject is. I am very much clear about all concepts. Okay, good. Second, now this is scenario. Can you apply this knowledge to it? Yes, I can apply. I can apply wonderfully. Now comes the next third stage, that after application, can I demonstrate my answer as well? You know, expression, writing answer in certain way. That is another skill. For example, these two, okay, you know, your paper has two sections, section A and section B. If we go to your paper, your subject, you know that here we are, section A and section B. Yes, you see here, 30 marks, section A, objective test question. If you are clear about these two things, you can solve section A. But again, you need some practice of MCQs. Without practicing that what type of questions are being tested, you cannot solve for. But your base is clear for that. Now, not demonstration of application. How to write answer. If you cannot demonstrate your capability, your understanding as per the examiner requirement, you won't get marks. So basically, this is the path, stage 1, 2, and 3. You have to excel, number 1, number 2, and then number 3. And we will be working on all these 3 in our classes. Now, come. So why do students fail? Your examiner word. These are extracts from your examiner reports. Extracts from examiner reports. So students, your examiner says that why students fail? Rote learning. Memorize topics, which is not required, means that in majority of syllabus, yes, there are things to memorize, but not just copy paste. They lack conceptual knowledge that why I am writing this answer. You know, you are writing answer for a topic because it is scenario. So why you are writing it? Justify. If you know that, then it's good. If you say, okay, just I have memorized this and this. No. Why is very much important. Then consider very important. Examiner asks you topic, audit risk. So you start writing everything about topic instead of answering the specific aspects, for which the question is being tested. You don't write answer specific to the requirement and scenario. You lose marks. And application is the key. Application of knowledge. Yeah. And then comes the objective test question. Why students lose marks? The first thing is thorough understanding. Okay, if there is a problem, then of course you will not be able to solve. The second thing is that they read question in a hurry and try to solve it quickly without proper understanding the question. They want to spend more time on section B. That's why I normally say there are 30 marks and 70 marks, section A and B. You have not to use the time of section A on section B. Give each section its due time. whatever it needs. Now, so students, I hope it is clear to you people. So here comes the course plan. Here, course plan is here in front of you people. So students, today is lecture 7th January. It will be 2.5 hour lecture today because it is introductory lecture. I want you people to just familiar with what we are doing. Just tell me one thing. My voice quality, my voice is clear to everyone, or if there is any distortion or breaking of voice, tell me.
It's good, sir.
Right. So wherever, remember, I believe two-way communication in the class. So what I want from you, what I want to immediately open your mic, talk to me, or open the chat box, text me if you are facing any problem during the class. Okay, so because if you will not speak, the problem in the online class is one problem is that I cannot, see your faces. I cannot do the reading of your body language. This is the problem. So this is the cooperation I need from you people, that you have to, promptly ask the question wherever you face any problem. Okay, the syllabus as well as the course plan. Here is 19 lectures plan in front of you people. Today we will be talking about the subject which I'm talking about right now, paper pattern, and assurance engagement is the first topic of your syllabus. Yes, we will be talking about it today. A good topic, conceptual topic, and easy as well. Then, next class, we will be starting with the regulatory environment, audit process, and so on. You see here, I am intending that my intention is that I will be doing 3 tests with you people during the session, okay, of the subject. So these are green marks. These are basically additional classes. 8 and 15, that these are the Monday. This is Monday evening. Monday evening timing. It will be evening timing after most likely 6:30 p.m. Okay, after that it will be 2.5 hour class or 2 hour class will be. Okay, 2 additional classes I'll be conducting. Now, next. The next point is, you see here, this is tentative plan. What I have, based on my experience, I have dropped, but there might be some issue, some urgencies may arise, and that small variation may be there. Okay, and so this is the whole plan in front of you people. The syllabus, how we will be moving through it. So this plan will be uploaded on the website by this evening maximum. Now, so students, what we will be doing? How we'll be studying? My notes, course notes, that will be provided to you people. Okay. Yes, come here. So the resources, course notes. Normally students ask, do we need to buy any book? I normally say no needs, because these are tried and tested notes. Okay, they include everything you need to prepare for the exam. So course notes, they are sufficient. Yes, but if you want to study something, you say, I have other book. That's your choice. You can take Kaplan or you can take BPP. That's your choice. Anyone. Plus, what I will be doing, I will be using exam kit. I'll be sharing with you people. Okay. So we will be solving exam kit questions in the class and a lot of practice. And you will see how much practice we will be doing. Now, next point. Any questions so far before I proceed? Tell me, please. Anyone, any question, please? Anyone, any question? Is it clear so far? You know, response is very important. Okay, now, thank you, dear. Let us proceed further. So, students, your syllabus basically has, we can categorize the syllabus into two major sections. One is called audit cycle. This is my division. The way I divide, your syllabus into two parts: audit cycle, audit process, and other areas. No, audit cycle. Audit cycle starts with the acceptance of audit. And then audit plan and risk assessment. Then is internal control and test of control. And then is substantive test. Then is the review and report. This is the audit process. And from exam point of view and syllabus coverage, this is almost 75% of syllabus. If I say 80%, that is, more appropriate. Conceptual, content, exam paper coverage, 80% of the paper. Now, the other areas, what they include? They include the codes of ethics, corporate governance, internal audit, assurance engagement, and some small topics, although they're already so small. So it is around 20%. So this is the syllabus, audit and assurance. Now, next point. Let us proceed further. So students, we will be starting the introductory chapter, assurance engagement, today itself. Now, so what is assurance? What is assurance engagement? In order to understand, let us discuss an example. For example, Mr. X, he wants to buy a car. He wants to buy a car. The price he can pay, he say, I can pay, the maximum will be, that should be $15,000 I can pay. The car should be in good condition, might be used car. Okay, so I want to buy, but that should be in very good condition with good fuel average mileage. Because I have to travel a lot, so I need good mileage as well and comfort as well. So now there is Mr. Z. He says, I have a car for sale, which is, for example, he says, I have Toyota Aqua, a car. I can sell you this car. And I can sell you for example, he says, I can sell you for $14,500. Now the car is within the budget of Mr. X. But Mr. Z is saying the car is wonderful condition, everything mechanically, electronically, wonderful. Mr. X cannot rely on Mr. Z. A major decision has to be made. So here Mr. X needs the services of an expert who can guide him about the car of Mr. Z, so that Mr. X can be sure about whether to buy it or not. So, for example, there is Toyota Car Shore Services Limited, a company which provides this service. They are expert in checking the cars. They have specialized knowledge. So what they do, students, they are expert. They have specialized knowledge. So Mr. X, he goes to Toyota Car Show. He say, can you check this car? Check this car. Perform work on it. Obtain evidence whether this car is in good condition or not, as narrated. So, good condition. Mechanically, non-accidented. For example, this is This is what they want to be sure about. So Toyota car show, they check this car and then they obtain evidence and report to Mr. X. Mr. X pay fee to Toyota car show. And based on this report, now they are confident to decide about whether to make this car or not, purchase this car or not. Now the story is almost wind up. You see here, they're expert. We call them practitioner. They have provided a service to Mr. X and report. Mr. X will use the service, the report. Mr. X will use the service. So Mr. X is called intended user. He has to use the report and make a decision. His confidence, Mr. X's confidence regarding this car has increased, that whether it is in good condition or not, after reading this report. Mr. Z, he has to sell the car. He is responsible party to provide car. Car, it is called subject matter. Car is called subject matter. And now, you see here, so they are evaluating this car against criteria and then obtain evidence whether the car is as per the criteria or not, and then report to Mr. X. Students, you see here, this is called assurance engagement. In this service, what is the purpose of the service? The service which Toyota Car Show is providing. What is the purpose? Confidence boost of intended user. Confidence enhancement of Mr. X. Assurance. This is the purpose. So assurance engagement. What is the purpose? To enhance the confidence of user. This is the purpose of this service. The name tells assurance. User, intended user. This is the purpose. Now, you see here, we will note down the points from it. In the assurance engagement, there are three parties involved. Three-party relationship. It is a three-party relationship. There are three parties involved. The one is practitioner. The second is responsible party. And the third is intended user. Three parties. Practitioner, responsible party, and intended user. Three parties are there. Second, there is a subject matter which need to be evaluated. You see here, subject matter. There is a criteria against which, here is the criteria, against which the subject matter has to be evaluated by a practitioner. Then evidence has to be obtained. This is evidence. And then is report. The ultimate outcome. The ultimate outcome of assurance engagement. So you see here, caress. These are elements of assurance engagement. 5 elements. 3-party relationship, T. S, subject matter. E, evidence. R, report. And C for criteria. 5 elements of assurance engagement. Now I will link them with audit, because audit is also assurance engagement. And you just think about your daily life, you will find multiple people providing assurance services. You can find. Now, so practitioner, auditor is practitioner. Yes. Responsible party are directors of company. Right? Intended users. Who they are? Intended users are the people who are the shareholders who will be using reports of auditor. Subject matter. Financial statements are subject matter. What is criteria? IFRS, laws and regulation. Financial statements are evaluated against this criteria. Audit evidence is obtained and report is given. Now, next. So, what is assurance engagement? So the definition I will be putting it in words. So students, please note down. I will dictate. An assurance engagement is a 3-party relationship. An assurance engagement is a 3-party relationship in which a practitioner expresses his report on a subject matter provided by a responsible party. Comma, based on evidence obtained, based on evidence obtained against a relevant criteria. Comma, in order to enhance, in order to enhance the confidence of intended user. Now, listen, please. So in the audit is also, now you will get good idea of audit, what audit is. I can repeat, no worries. Yes. Sure. An assurance engagement is a three-party relationship in which a practitioner expresses his report on a subject matter provided by a responsible party based on evidence against a relevant criteria in order to enhance the confidence of intended user. Is that clear? To everyone, is it clear? This definition is conceptually clear? Tell me. Very good.
Clear.
Very nice. Very good. I appreciate, communication through mic. Do communicate with mic. That is my first preference about you people. Now, so students, you see here, it means auditor is also doing this same thing. Auditor is checking financial statements which are provided by directors. Auditor checks against IFRS law and regulation, obtained evidence, and give a report to shareholders. Now the question arises, why this need of audit report arises? Why? Why shareholders engage auditor to report on financial statement? The question is there. In order to understand this point, we need to recall our previous knowledge. That is called agency relationship. What is agency relationship? It is a relationship where one party acts on the behalf of another party. The party which is acting, that is called agent. The other party is called principal. where one party acts on the behalf of another party. Now, next. So agents, they act on the behalf of principal. And students, directors are agent of shareholders. The investments of shareholders, the money of the shareholders, that is being utilized by directors in the business. They're running, they're managing on their behalf. So agency relationship. And there is, as per agency law, there is a concept, fiduciary responsibility of agent. Fiduciary responsibility of agent. What is that? Student, fiduciary responsibility means duty to act in good faith, in best interest of principal. In the best interest of principal. They must have to act, agent. And duty to disclose all relevant information to principal. All relevant information. This is the duty. Now, next. So, students, let us proceed further. For example, agent does not fulfill this duty. They go against the interest of the principal. They don't disclose them all the information. There is a risk. So that is called agency problem. What is agency problem? Agency problem is that agent may not act in the best interest of principal. Yes. So shareholders may not, directors may not act in the best interest of shareholders. So directors, yes, may not act in the best interest of shareholders. This might be a problem. They may not be disclosing all the information to them. This is the problem. And at the end of the year, when director prepare financial statements and give it to shareholder, they may not be disclosing facts and figures of the business correctly in financial statement. Agency problem. They may be biased. That may be hiding information, true information from shareholders. They might be showing their boosted performance of business to get bonuses, to hide their incompetence, or to hide their poor performance. Directors might be doing that. Agency problem. Now here comes the need of auditor. That if directors are preparing financial statements of company and they're presenting to shareholders, there might be question mark. Directors may not have prepared this properly. Directors may have played tricks to hide important matters, to manipulate important issues. Possible, high possibility. So then what to do? Here comes the need of auditor, assurance engagement, some specialist who is expert of financial statements, that they must check financial statements and then report on credibility of financial statement, accuracy of financial statement to shareholders. Truth and fairness of, accuracy. So auditor has to report on truth. Okay, easy words. First, on credibility, accuracy, integrity of financial statements, which in other words, we call truth and fairness of financial statement. Auditor report. With the auditor's report, shareholders become satisfied regarding financial statements, whether they have been prepared correctly or not. So we have learned one thing here. What is the role of auditor? The auditor role is to report on accuracy, credibility, truth and fairness of financial statements. This is the role of the auditor. Auditor, whenever now, after this class, if anyone asks you, then what is the role of auditor? Remember, you need to respond in a simple words. Auditor reports on financial statement credibility, truth and fairness of financial statement. Auditor report on financial statement of company. Before this, you may have confusion. Auditor checks control. Auditor checks everything. Auditor detects fraud. Auditor, multiple confusion might be. They are not auditor's primary responsibility. One responsibility which overrides all responsibility. That is truth. Auditor has to report on credibility of financial statement. Is that clear? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. Great. Now, students, very good. What are the listed companies? Listed companies. Can anyone tell me out of few people? What are the listed companies?
They are quoted on the stock exchange.
Yeah, a bit more elaboration, please. You are right. A bit more elaboration. For example, what is meant by quoted?
So they issue shares to the public.
Exactly. I appreciate. Their shares are trading in the stock exchange. General public, they purchase their shares. Their shares are held by general public. So that's why it is mandatory for all listed companies to get their financial statements audited. Why? Because there is a high agency problem. Directors are different, shareholders are different. Agency problem is high there. So statutory audits, those companies or those organizations, might be other organization as well, which are for which audit of financial statement is required by law. That is called statutory audit. That is called statutory audit. Mandatory for them. If they will not get their financial statement audited, they will be penalized. Action will be taken. Legal proceedings will be started against those companies. Mandatory for them. But there might be other companies, other businesses for which there is no legal requirement of audit. They might be getting their financial statement audited. That is called non-statutory audit, for which there is no legal requirement to get financial statement audited. They are doing it for themselves. And when they are doing it for themselves, it means they are doing it for certain benefit, for certain purpose. Okay? For example, some partnership, where some are sleeping partners, not taking part in the business. Some people are running the business. So now everyone wants, even who is not taking part in the business, they want to know about business affairs and transparency. So hence, when the financial statement of partnership will be audited, it will be more acceptable to them. Public confidence. If you get your financial statement audited, your accounts, your financial statements, and your operations are more relied. People are more confident about you, that you are not doing something wrong. Okay. One more thing. That when you get your financial statement audit voluntarily, even not required by law, still your tax authorities, they review your financial statement. So your accounts and financial statement are more acceptable to them if they're audited. So non-statutory audit and its benefits I have been talking about. Okay, for settlement of accounts between partners, they are more acceptable to the authorities. Public confidence is there. Yes, non-statutory audit. If you get that, that is good for you. Now, next, let us proceed further. So students, there is a concept of stewardship relationship. Stewardship. Sorry, spellings are wrong. Let me correct. Steward. Yes, now it is correct. Ship relationship. What is stewardship relationship? What is stewardship? Where one party deals with the assets of another party. Taking care of. When you have entrusted your asset to someone that take care of it. And you might be paying them for this. It is called stewardship relationship. Hence, directors are stewards of shareholders' assets. Directors are stewards. The stewards, because shareholders' money is with them. It is just like this basically concept is based on agency relationship. Same. Now, then there is a term, stewardship accounting. What is it? The report on usage of assets by steward. That how they have used assets. The report on that is called stewardship accounting. Financial statements of company, they are stewardship accounting because directors are preparing for statement and reporting to shareholders. Stewardship accounting. I hope this point is clear. Now, okay, right. So I have been explaining to you people. Yeah, good. Now the next topic is students, do not print this volume 1 because I see, my staff member has done a pathetic job. They have, this arrangement of tax is not good. What I will be doing, I will be telling them to fix it first and then upload again. Okay, so now let us proceed. So we have discussed assurance engagement already. And assurance engagement, the crest, intended user, responsible party, these are all things we have discussed. Now the next topic is type of assurance. But before proceeding towards that, this is my habit. Small breaks, boosters, energy boosters. So I will take a 7-minute break. I'll be back and I'll be proceeding towards types of assurance. That will be the end of chapter. So see you in 7 minutes. You just relax yourself. 7 minutes. Yes, students. Now, the next point is we have discussed assurance engagement. Now, the types of assurance engagement. Types of assurance engagement. If I say levels, that will be more appropriate, but they are spoken in both ways, types or levels, because level of confidence enhancement. Let me try to make it I understand to you people. Students, for example, Mr. Hamza, right? Me, okay? I have to do a business deal of 10 million with Mr. X. Mr. X lives in your town. I do not know too much Mr. X. But yes, business deal is being negotiated. So I asked one of you people or some of you people, yeah, dear, can you get me information about Mr. X? I'm going to do a business deal with him. Can you get me information? For example, out of you, I asked it to Mr. Ridwan. Okay, Mr. Ridwan, can you get me information about him? So Mr. Ridwan, so he goes and get information about his, integrity, about his history, about his reputation from 5 to 6 sources, and comes to me and says, Mr. Hamza, I didn't find anything bad about Mr. X. Excuse me. I didn't find anything bad about Mr. X. And after all this, when I hear it, I say, okay, that sounds good, but you know that, please get some more information. It is a matter of a huge amount of money for me. So he goes now and gets more information. And after getting information from 10 sources, different, his colleagues, his family member, his business partner, his client, previous, and now comes to me, he said, Mr. Hamza, listen please. Mr. X is a credible person. Now, what is the difference between the both? This is one statement here, the other is here. What is the difference? Mr. Ridwan didn't speak against Mr. X here, neither here nor here. Then what? What is the difference? The difference is levels of assurance. Here, Mr. Rizwan is more confident and straight one positive sentence. Positive, straight line against him. Yes, that he is a credible person. Don't worry. And here, he had a bit, I didn't find anything bad, but not that level of confidence, low level of confidence, which were moderate, less confident as compared to the other. As compared to the other. What is the reason? What is the reason of this less confidence? And what is the reason here? Higher confidence. The work they have performed, here he has got more information, more sources, more work done, higher level of work. Amount of work, more amount of work. And here, less amount of work. Then confidence is low. So, levels of assurance engagement. Levels of assurance engagement. One is called a high level assurance. The other is called low, or which is also called moderate level assurance. Higher level or moderate level assurance. Here, more work is required. Lesser work required. We have learned these two things. One more thing we have learned. In the higher level of assurance, report wording is positive. Here, report wording is negative. Wording. I'm not saying report is negative. Only wording is negative. You see here, I didn't find anything bad. Negative wording, less confidence. Positive wording. So, yes, students, listen please. Yes. This is called limited assurance. This is called reasonable assurance. If I ask you one thing, which I have told you already, why, which one thing is making a difference between the both? What is the core? What is the root? Because of one is called reasonable assurance, the other is called limited assurance. What is the root? So the answer should be, let me tell myself, amount of work. In one case, that is a high, hence report is positively worded. Report is high level of assurance. The other is amount of work is less. So you see here, if I write here that nature of work is same. Same type of work, nature means type, is same. Only amount of work is different. Amount of work is different. Now, so limited assurance and reasonable assurance. Up till now, this difference is clear to you people. Tell me, people.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, let us proceed further. Okay. Let me link one more thing. Now, let us come to the auditor. Auditors. So then, when auditor provides this reasonable assurance, I continue in the same reasonable assurance. Yes. What is the wording of the report? Let me take you to the notes instead of writing this much. Okay, not written here. I need to write. Okay, come here, no worries. Okay, so for example, in our opinion, financial statement give true and fair view of company affairs. True and fair view of company affairs. And here, in this case, they say nothing has come to our, you see, it's starting with a negative word, our attention that causes us to believe that financial statement does not give true and fair view of company affairs. Nothing has come to our attention that causes us to believe that financial statement does not give true and fair view of company affairs. Yes. You see, negatively worded report, low level assurance, moderate level assurance. So then that's why it is also called sometimes negative assurance. Negative assurance. It is also called sometimes positive assurance. Negative assurance and positive assurance. Now, next, let us proceed further. Let us proceed. Student, okay, reasonable assurance. Is given by auditor in audit of financial statements. When financial statements are audited, statutory or non-statutory, audit of financial statement. It means he has to perform more work to give this report. And then limited assurance is given by auditor in case of review engagement. Review engagement. Yes. Review engagement, what they are. Remember one thing. Whatever difference is here between the both, nature of work is same, but amount of work is different. Same is the difference here. Reasonable assurance and limited assurance. Audit, same difference is here. Which difference is here? Amount of work. So, listen, I will explain, don't you worry. So, review engagement is an assurance. Yes, engagement in which auditor performs work of audit nature. I told you work is same nature, but which does not constitute an audit. Why it does not constitute an audit? Work is of same nature due to amount. Just like that. Note it down, I'll explain. Note it down, I'll explain. Now I'll repeat. Listen carefully. If you perform higher level work, a lot of work, that becomes audit. But if the work is lesser amount, that is called review engagement. If you increase the amount of work, extent of work, amount and extent means same, that becomes audit. Just like that becomes reasonable assurance. If work is less, that is limited assurance. That is review engagement. Is that clear? Review engagement and audit difference is clear.
Sir, can I ask you a question, please?
Sure,
Would the review engagement also relate to the financial statements of the company?
I actually missed some part of your question. Say it again, please.
I'm asking if the review engagement will it also relate to the financial statements of the company?
That is most likely. I'm going to give you example. Okay, I'm going to give you example. Okay, that what is it about? Okay, just see here. So, for example, that is review of interim financial statement. A company says quarterly financial statement they produce, 6 monthly. They say annual we get audit, but these 3-month financial statements, ask auditor, can you review and provide a review report? Not audit, review only. Okay, financial statements. Interim means which are produced during the year, part of the year, interim. Review of cash flow forecast. Company produce forecast next 12. One is cash flow statement. Cash flow statement is related to last year. Forecast is for the next 12 months. Sorry. So now company prepare this for application of loan to attract investors. So the company says, auditor, can you give a report on cash flow forecast? Auditor say, I cannot give audit report because it is about future. How can I comment on future with so much certainty? They said, okay, you can give a review report. Limited assurance. Okay, so there are other as well aspects as well in which review engagement is conducted. Limited assurance is done. Is it clear now? I hope. Example.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good. Welcome. Now, next. So we were discussing review engagement we have done. Okay, right. The next topic is services which are offered by audit firms. Services offered by audit firms. Now, what are the services offered by audit firms? Two types of services they are. One are called assurance services, which we have already talked about. The other are called non-assurance services. Means in the assurance services, the purpose is confidence and enhancement. Here it is not the purpose. Some other services. For example, there can be compilation engagement. Company wants audit firm to prepare their tax return. Okay, we will prepare. We'll charge fee. That's it. Compilation. Even they want us to prepare cost of goods sold statement. We will do that. We'll charge fee. They want us to prepare their financial statements even. Compilation. No assurance. Financial or non-financial information is compiled in a certain format. Arranged. compilation, no assurance, no confidence enhancement of anyone. Now, the second is agreed upon procedure. Agreed upon procedures. What they are. That whatever has been agreed between auditor and the management, they are performing that. For example, management say our sales have decreased. We are offering 4 or 5 different products. Can you identify which one is underperforming product? Okay, we will do that, check that, and we say, okay, this product, this is your sale analysis. That's it. Agreed, whatever is agreed. No assurance. Second example, a fraud occurred in the company. Now management wants auditor to investigate fraud, quantify the amount of loss. Who has done the fraud? Fraudster, identify. Okay, we will do that. Agreed upon procedure. Basically, they are fact finding, normally engagement. Fact finding, engagement. That's it. No assurance. Now, I hope it is clear. Students, there is a concept of absolute assurance, which I have not talked deliberately so far. You know, assurance, 2 types of assurance engagement I have discussed with you people. 2 types of assurance engagement, reasonable assurance and limited assurance. I have discussed with you. So absolute assurance, what is it? It is guarantee. %100% assurance. Remember, auditor cannot give absolute assurance. Auditor cannot give absolute assurance. Auditor cannot give 100% assurance on financial statement. Because auditor cannot check the reason. Sample-based test. Auditor checks sample-based record. So when they have not checked everything, how they can give guarantee? Second, audit is done at year end. The full year work is being checked at the year end. So you cannot check by the record that whether everything was correct during the year or not. You cannot, because work is being done, checked after a long time. So absolute assurance is not provided by auditor. Guarantee. Now, so students, let us proceed further. Yeah, so we have discussed this as well. Okay, good. Now, the next is some terminology, term. And the term is here, materiality, true and fair. Okay, right. So then, materiality and true and fair. What is it? Basically, in audit report, audit opinion paragraph is like this. In our opinion, financial statements of company give true and fair view of company affairs in all material respects Material, true and fair. View of company affair. Now, this is very important to understand this wording. In our opinion, financial statements of company give true and fair view of company affairs in all material respects. First of all, material respect. So auditor is giving basically, in other words, auditor saying financial statements are credible. They are correct in important aspects. They are showing the same what that is happening in the company in simple words. You can note down these simple words. What are they saying? The simple word meaning. The financial statements are showing, representing, the business, what is happening in the business. It is representing the same in important aspects. Some minor difference may be there. In financial, this is financial statement. This is the business actual. So financial statements are showing the same what is happening in the business affairs. They're credibly showing in important aspects. Some minor differences may be there in financial statement and actual affairs. Minor, unimportant. In important aspects, financial statement are showing the same. This is the meaning. Now, if the concept is clear, I will proceed and discuss the technical definition. Okay? I will discuss the technical definitions. So what is true? True means when auditor says financial statement give a true view of company affairs. Financial statement give a true view of company affairs. What is the meaning? The meaning is information is factual. Information in financial statement is factual, based on facts, and conforms to the reality. And conforms to the reality. Conforms what is in real happening there. The same is being shown here. Now, next. True, fair. Fair. Information is unbiased. Information, unbiased. And reflects the commercial substance of business transactions. Note it down, I will explain. Very easy it is. Very easy. Commercial substance. Very easy it is. Yes. Now I will explain. You know, sometimes in documentation, legal owner is business. In the documents, company is the legal owner of so many assets, but assets are not being used by company. They have been used by the other people. So the company is a sham, fake company, showing fake information. So auditor checks that what financial statements are showing, the company is actually using all those assets, and those transactions are for this business, or yes, commercially. Now let me give you a simple example, very simple example. I purchase a car. The car is registered in my name, Mr. Hamzah. For example, the car name is Honda Civic. I am the owner. Car is in my name. But that car is now, I have gifted that car to my younger brother, Mr. X. He will be using the car forever through its useful life. Mr. X. Now tell me, who is the commercially owner? Who is enjoying the benefit? In documentation, if I show what is your net worth, Mr. Hamzah, I say I own this car, but I'm not using that for myself. I'm not commercially owner. What happened? Just a minute, please. iPad screen, I need to share again. Just 1 second, please. Tell me up till now, this, so commercially owner, if whoever is the commercially owner, whichever business is using, so the financial statement should show the transaction on the basis of commercial basis, commercial substance, not the legal. Is that clear? Commercial substance? Is that clear? Only clear to one person. What about others? Of course, I can repeat. Don't worry. Yes. Just let me share my iPad screen. Just 1 minute. A business owns a car. Car is registered in the name of the business, but it is not being used for the business. I am using personally. So who is the commercial owner? Me. Who is the commercial owner? Mr. Hamzah. Although it is registered in the business name of the business. So financial statement should be prepared. How? On which basis? Commercial substance basis. Is that clear?
Sir, a question, please.
Sure, dear.
Yeah, so if, for example, a company buys a car and it is the legal owner of the car, and it gives it to one of its directors for like to travel to work daily, would that car be in the FS of the company?
Yes, of course. Right? Now, I'm not teaching you what is substance over form. That will be tested in your accounting issues. Here we say auditor checks that and simply reports. Okay? We have not to check it in F8, audit and assurance. But we should have idea, okay, what is meant by fair? Right? Is that okay?
So you're saying that the car should be recognized in the FS because
The car should be?
Should be recognized in the FS as owned by the company.
Yes. You know, I'm saying again, don't confuse. Listen, why I am discussing this word, commercial substance. I am not teaching you substance over form concept. This you will study in FR or SBR. Auditor just have to check whether financial statements have been prepared on commercial substance basis or not. That's it. It is not testable in F8 that you will given a question and ask you whether commercial substance exists or not. No, it is not testable in F8. Got this point?
Okay.
Yes. So don't confuse this regard. I don't know why my iPad screen is not connecting. Zoom, I think it may have been updated during the class. Now, so the next concept is one thing I missed from the true. True, the word true has another meaning. The word true has another meaning. You can note down. True means another thing, that information presented is as per laws and regulations. Information in financial statement presented as per laws and regulations. As per information presented in financial statement is as per laws and regulations. As per laws and regulations. Now, next. So, students, now you see here, when auditor is saying financial statement give true and fair view of company affairs, auditor is basically giving the opinion that financial statements are reflecting the reality of the business. Reality of the business. Financial statements are reflecting that. And they have been, they have been prepared on commercial substance basis. They are unbiased. They're unbiased. Now, next. So, let me share my laptop screen. I think I will restart. I need to restart my iPad. After the class, I will. Okay, right. We have discussed all these points, students. Assurance engagement, types of assurance, materiality, and limitation of audit. I will cover these in the next class. Materiality and limitation of audit. And in the next class, I will proceed with, course plan you will get today itself. Okay, I have already prepared, just need to be uploaded on the website. So here is the course plan. Yes, you will be getting it. And we have already covered today's task. Next class will be a full-fledged, very important class. Very, very, very important. If your students, they have not joined today, they have missed the class. And I'm telling you, in the next class, that is very much important. Regulatory environment for audit. That will be basically, in-depth discussion of course overview. I'm telling you, I will be discussing that. What will be the audit process? Very important, I'm telling you. Then acceptance of audit, internal control, financial statement assertions as well. So very important lecture. So I'm ending class right now. Students, do join next class timely. And what I suggest to you, never miss live class. Never miss. I have been teaching in the online classes. It's now 5 years. 5 years, based on my 5-year experience, the students who attend live class, they remain more effective in their studies. Their chances of being regular in their studies more high. Other students then lose the track. They miss the class. I will watch the video of the lecture. But they don't watch. Then they just keep procrastinate. And hence ultimately they say, oh my God, I will attend class. Okay, now the next session. No, that is actually dangerous. So thank you for joining today's class. We are going to meet next Saturday. Anything, any question, anyone, before I end class? Anyone, any question? Yes, please. We will make a WhatsApp group of class, okay, dedicated, where you can ask your questions as well, interact with each other as well. Yes. Anyone, any question?
Sir, if you mind sharing some study tips with us.
Study tips.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You see, first thing I told you that you have to regular. Second, the way you dedicate the time for the work, that this is the time 9 to 5 job. At this time, I have to go for the work. Similarly, analyze the week, your week, and dedicate your specific time slot when you have to study. Just like class time slot is here. This is the time slot. Please allocate and reflect that whether you are following that or not. At this stage, I must say, you have to be regular. Your 70 to 80% issues will be resolved when you are regular in class and regular in preparing the lectures. You are doing all the assignments, we are doing all the practice questions I'm doing in the class. That will be more than enough. And grasp what I am discussing, understanding. And of course, then you can memorize the words as well. But understanding, conceptual. And if you are a friend sitting next to each other, what the way I used to study, I recall, we were 2-3 friends, basically. When we were used to sit together, we used to ask questions from each other about the subject. Each other. When we were preparing for exam, preparing for certain subject. And that, help you to increase retention. When you, for example, if you are sitting, you might think it is a bad idea, but I used to love it, and we used to love it. We are sitting in the cafe, we are having a cup of coffee. Suddenly I say, okay, what is the difference between these two things? And you might be thinking, yes, this is the way I used to do. And, if you don't explain to each other, it helps retention. Okay, so, but that is the next stage. When first thing is you have to be regular. And I am thinking that I'm thinking and I'm working on it. Just pray for me. I'm trying to find a suitable person for me who can help me to design objective test wonderful portal. It is being used by world top universities, which we have designed. I'm talking about the function, and you will be soon seeing that I'm working on it, that we can provide you the objective test questions, test based on that, self-marked, so you can assess your knowledge after you prepare the test, the topic. Okay, so thank you, students. See you next week. If you want to have information about anything, right? So you can contact coordinator. This is the number. Okay, my personal contact is here. 92. This is my number. My WhatsApp number, personal. This is okay, right? That is related to coordinator. So they are there. Okay. God bless
Sir,
you.
question.
Yes.
Sorry. I've heard that after each live session, after each live class, you upload it afterwards. So it is correct what I'm saying?
Yes, you are right. We provide recorded access on our portal just to assist you people, so that you can, if you, for example, it's okay, I can't recall this concept. I am weak over here. So you can go through the live or recorded. But remember, these are for your benefit. These things should not be abused. We have track record of IPs. I'm saying you. Sometimes, it happened with us actually. Students, they, abused this function. Okay, and this flexibility forces them to miss classes. If you have genuine issue, that okay, for example, some urgency, some emergency, medical emergency, or very serious issue, so then you can, of course, this is beneficial for you. You can watch the recording later on, but don't make it a habit. I am telling you, because you will be then missing everything. In the mind, like, okay, why to attend a live class when I have recording? No, I don't suggest that. Okay, so please do attend live class. So these are the tips. So see you next. Yeah, give us your personal. Yes, this is my personal number. Sorry. My screen is not shared. I forgot. Just a minute. I can share here. I can type it here. Just a minute. My personal contact number is, I will send it in the chat box. This is my WhatsApp number, personal. Okay, coordinator's number. Yes. This is coordinator's number. First one is mine. The second one is coordinators. Okay. So thank you. See you next week. Goodbye.